What's up, everybody? We are JT, Dre, Sed, and BJ. We are the Dinner Club. Welcome back to the 1528 podcast. We are on our last episode for the season, episode 20, and I can't believe we No, I can definitely believe we're at 20 because we took a long ass break. So we're about there. We're about there.
We're back.
We're really in the middle of season 3, but
right,
it is what it is. What's up, fellas? What's going on?
Shit. Man, the pandemic is raging up again, as you can tell by my mask indoors. I'm gonna take this off now. Right,
by himself.
Just had to have that for effect. But yeah, as y'all can see, this is not my swanky ass backdrop. I'm actually visiting with the family for Labor Day. Came to be an uncle for a little bit.
It's a holiday.
He's really getting away from all the flood,
Right,
and
water,
everything.
the overflow.
It's a dual purpose trip.
Right.
Now it's been cool, man. I feel like I ain't talked to y'all in about 6 months.
And you haven't.
Right. It's
been that long.
It's an accurate feeling.
It's true.
But it's been real. It's been real. I ain't had nobody argue with or nothing. What's up, Dre?
Right. Exactly.
See, we try to let BJ talk. BJ ain't saying nothing.
No.
Right. Let BJ talk.
Why what's I got my first pumpkin spice latte of the season, so there's
How much bourbon is in there?
None. It's it's 11.
Good. We might make it through the
You
episode.
like-
then.
You like pumpkin?
Ted, you know why it's pumpkin.
Right.
Right. White bitches. Fuck you, nigga. All right.
All right.
But
All right.
Jesus.
So,
Can we go with this?
right. This is going to be great in like 2 minutes. This is going to be really good.
Right.
Really
Let's
good,
get
really
past
good.
this part.
I'm
Just
excited
get past this part.
So, again, this is our last episode for the season, and this is our question and answer episode where we answer some questions that you ask, and hopefully we give you some really good answers. We've been known to change lives and make people better after these episodes, and so,
Hashtag Ask1528.
Boom. Absolutely. But honestly, my
Hashtag
favorite part
said.
about all this is that we got a special guest in the building.
Hey.
we got somebody on here.
Production call. But no. So first of all, let me tell you, a wonderful individual who has backed us since day one. Not just in scholarly deeds, but also financially, because she is our first patron. Is it patron on our Patreon account. And when I tell you, this young lady has literally been like part of the magic behind the curtain. Absolutely wonderful. She hails from Oklahoma City, Panama. And
Okay.
and let me tell you, she's a wonderful person, and when you get people who can actually hang with the fellas and be able to put one particular fella in their place like necessary, it's amazing to have them around. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the wonderful, the incomparable, the lovely Miss Casey.
Hey.
Hey, Miss Casey, how you doing?
You got a lot of hype to live up to. You better fucking rock this
Right.
shit.
Gotta make it happen.
Don't fuck it
No
up.
pressure at all. Lord.
No pressure.
So Miss Casey, thank you for coming by. Of course, you know what your job is. You will be in charge of the questions. And I guess to let the people know is the reason why Casey is here is because, like I said, she has backed us up financially. And one of the perks of being a financial supporter is to be able to be on a show like this. And so if you would like to do this, you know what it is. Hit us up on our Patreon account right here. Dre's going to put that in later. So, yeah.
I'm not.
I know everybody's mourning in different places.
Absolutely. So, yeah. So, Casey, you want to say a little bit about yourself before we get started?
Oh, gosh.
Who the hell are you?
Well, clearly I've bought my friendship with you all today via the
Thank you.
Patreon, so that's
Money
lovely.
talks, baby.
Absolutely.
No, I'm excited to do this with you guys. I'm proud of y'all for season 2. Can't believe it's been 2 seasons.
2.5.
Man.
So, yeah, 2.5.
I feel like Casey's been waiting for this day. Where did the podcast material come from? What? You've been waiting.
She had a whole mic set up and everything.
Right.
Put it out
Because I asked her
there.
earlier, I was like, "You got your own show and stuff?" Because she literally came ready.
I did.
She was like, no, I knew this day would come.
Yeah.
She's not throwing away her shot. She's not throwing away.
I've been waiting
Hey,
for this
Hamilton.
1528 guest host show. Or guest host
Guest host.
show.
Guest host.
Yes. So
Appreciate it.
I'm excited.
Awesome.
Nice.
So, without further ado, Miss Casey, take it away.
All right. So these questions are hilarious, and I want the best answers out of all of you. Don't let me down. Okay. Question 1. If you were married or in a relationship but doing dirt on the side, who would you trust with your alibi and why?
First off, black men
First of
don't
all,
cheat.
the 1528, 1528
Black
podcast
men
is a
don't
non-cheating organization.
Black men don't
I have
cheat.
no idea what.
First off,
Right, so now that we've agreed that this is a completely hypothetical situation that would never happen
Sure.
with any of us,
I can't
We'll
believe
continue.
somebody even asked us this.
who had the
The
nerve?
audacity.
We're going to go
That's
back
another
and see who
question.
asked this question. We'll be DMing you later.
Absolutely. But, I mean, just to take a stab at it, pulling straight out the air, I honestly, who would I trust with my alibi? And to be honest, I guess it would have to be somebody that also I have dirt on, because I need that leverage. I would definitely need that leverage. I can't expose myself if I don't know.
you petty
At
ass
least,
nigga.
Absolutely. Dirt all around. What do you mean? Like,
Wait, but you got to answer the question. The question is, which one of us would you trust?
Right.
So who are you
out
saying?
of your
Not
Yeah.
only that, that's that Capitol Hill shit. That's that political. I have to have dirt on you, and you have dirt on me.
Right.
And we can work together. You've
no,
been in
I
DC
think that's
too long.
just general. I think that's
Exactly.
general common sense. Like, you don't give up, the good info if you ain't got good info on somebody else. You gotta have leverage in life, because I don't want nobody to hold anything against me if I can't hold
Answer the
a
question.
reasonable size amount.
Okay, so
I would say. Let me look at y'all real quick. What I know.
Nigga, take an inventory.
yeah. Okay, whose folder is bigger in mine?
Right. Like, I would say BJ, but his shit's out there, so like I ain't even worried about that part. So there's no
Everybody
leverage here.
fucking knows
Everybody know
everything.
that shit. It's possibly between. Well, it has to be between.
Yeah, it's only two other motherfuckers.
Yeah, right.
Matt.
I choose myself. That's what it is. I think I would choose Dre. I think I would choose Dre with my alibi. Like, even though he'd be a jerk with it, I think he'd be at least reasonable with holding shit. At least reasonable.
What the fuck?
Like, he'll
What is-
say shit. Yeah.
His
I
eyes
think he would.
lit up when you said that.
So you don't.
Absolutely.
What I'm saying is, that's the
No, I do
last-
trust you, but I know shit already. Like, I have nothing on you that everyone else doesn't already know. That's the point. Like, I said leverage here.
Oh god.
Like, absolutely.
That's
I
why
trust
you should
enough.
trust me.
Oh Jesus.
There's no surprises there. So, yeah.
All right. Well, since the baton was passed to me, I appreciate the honor
Not a
to
problem.
be able to do that. But again, we would never cheat, and we would never lie for somebody else who is cheating, because we just don't agree with those kind of things.
Just make that shit up, man.
Yeah, but in this clearly hypothetical situation,
All day.
I'm going to go a little bit different, and I'm 100% going to go with BJ. And the reason is really simple. I could easily discredit anything he said, even if it was wrong, just by saying, babe, he was drunk. Babe,
That's true.
I was totally with him. He was just fucking drunk.
That is so true.
That's good. That's good.
Right? And, I mean, realistically, she can't fully disagree with that, because in her mind, she's like, oh, he's probably telling the truth.
That's so true.
So, yeah, I'm going with BJ for those reasons.
And half the time he's so drunk he won't even remember it anyway.
Exactly.
When the hosts know, I appreciate.
Right. So,
What y'all
yeah,
not,
so,
what y'all not gonna do is shame me in front of the show when my mom and grandma listens to you. All right.
They have already chimed in.
Oh, absolutely. Mama was always like,
Right.
I knew he was drunk.
Right. So
Alright,
so JT picked me because you got dirt on me. Apparently, I picked BJ because he's too drunk to actually not be discredited.
Or to be
BJ, to always be discredited. BJ, who you got? I guess you're next.
Yeah, so I hate you niggas. I probably would have to pick Dre, and it's not for that bullshit he just said. It's because honestly, we can look at each other and just know, all right, I need to say this. Like, we've known each other for so long that it's just easy. I can literally call him and say, hey, what does the word bitch mean? And he's going to say, it's a term of endearment.
It's a term of endearment.
Right.
Lie.
It is.
He's gonna lie to you.
No, it's not a lie. It's first off, that's factual. Secondly, it's
It's
just
documented evidence. It's
yeah,
documented
documented
evidence.
evidence,
It's
absolutely.
surveys and everything.
So,
From the same two niggas.
right, we're the only one in the
Documented by the same two niggas, right?
100%. So it'd probably be Dre, just because we have this. We can just. I just know and he knows, type of situation. But black men don't cheat, so it really doesn't matter.
Right.
Clearly hypothetical.
That's it.
So I'm picking. Golly, out of you three people, goodness gracious, who am I picking? I'm gonna have to go with BJ. Just because. Nah, I'm sorry, BJ. I'm sorry, BJ. I gotta renege that
You
quick.
fucking renigger.
See what I'm talking about? That's why. So I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna go with JT. Because if it all goes bad, I could just be like, bro, we from Louisville. Are you serious?
Oh, that works.
So
I just-
I get that. I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that. Also, I think I'm just.
Nobody
I'm good
said
at
that,
accountability.
JT.
No.
This is my turn.
No.
It's me.
I think that's what it is.
Absolutely not.
It's me.
I think that's what it is.
No, I think it, because JT know how to pull like secret op moves and stuff. So he knows how to keep secrets. He knows how to move and not, and not be.
That nigga leaving
what I'm saying?
karaoke while we singing and nobody knowing for 2 hours don't count.
Not even that. Right. That nigga, he went to a whole other country with somebody, with people. And nobody knew who he went with. And nobody knew when he came and when he left. But he just went. He just had
I can
pictures.
teach you some things, nigga.
We just know he went out of the country. That's all we know. That's all we know.
Absolutely.
Fair. That's fair.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
He covert in a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Covert.
That's it.
Okay.
But yet again,
Yeah, but black men don't cheat. We don't
50
cheat.
20
No,
podcast.
we would never need
Do
to.
not cheat. The 50
This is a
20
ridiculous
podcast
ass
is
question
not
to even
true.
present to us,
Very
but
ridiculous.
we're here for y'all, so we answered it. You're welcome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're
If
welcome.
anything, we'd be like, we would
In case
hold
he
each
said,
other.
wow.
We would hold each other accountable.
Yeah, I'd be like, BJ, do not do this.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Mm.
We will
Right.
pray with you because, to keep you from
falling.
doing wrong.
Unto him.
Absolutely. Per circle's work.
All right, let's move on to question 2. I've had about as much BS as I can take from y'all on that one. Okay. I know.
Right. We're early.
You better get the
All
shovel.
right, question.
We're early.
question. Call me bitch one more time.
It's a term of endearment.
endearment.
He definitely just let it slip. He forgot. He was in record mode. He just let it slip.
Did you see his face?
It's a term of
But-
endearment.
There's a
But
reason
it is
why I
a term
love
of
Casey so much.
You should
No, it's not.
you should be honored that he
Let's-
called you that.
We'll
But
do
anyways,
it-
moving right along.
We'll do it again, Dan.
Thank
We'll do it
you,
again.
Dre.
Let's see what happens.
No, don't do it again. No, don't do it again. No. We ain't got that kind of time. We ain't got that kind of time.
All
Do it
right.
again. Eh?
Moving on.
Bust a move.
Who is the most likely of the group to invite the prettiest women to a function and why?
Can I say? It's going to be said because he's petty as hell. That's the only reason.
I agree. That was going to be my answer. I was going to say it's going to be said because his ass will not bring his girlfriend. He will find somebody else that's prettier just for this one single event and be like, "No, I got to find the prettiest bitch possible." Hey, girl. Nah, I'm gonna be
There
back.
would be
This is something else. This for work. So I gotta.
That's for work.
That would be a problem.
This is
If I
podcast
have
stuff,
to, if I have
baby.
to recruit to go out and my chick is at home, that's a problem. That's a problem. Maybe she should be my chick.
You would never put yourself in that
big
position,
problem.
would you?
That's a
Never
problem.
put myself in that position.
Thanks for affirming everything we just said.
Good job, BJ. Good job, BJ.
Oh man.
Good job, bro.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go with me just because I'm the heartthrob of the group.
Oh,
you know what I'm
boy.
saying? Like, you know,
This nigga.
I'm the young heartthrob.
Season 2 is over.
Season 2 is over.
He hurt their feelings.
Clearly, it's over.
What's your
Called
answer,
himself a
JT?
heartthrob like we a boys band.
Oh, Timberlake ass nigga.
I'm said the heartthrob. That's BJ the drunk. That's Dre the
Asshole.
irrational one, and JT the voice. Let's sing.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right, of course you would. Man, just give us your
Hey, I
answer.
get
We
with
got
that.
time.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good.
So any other?
No,
he picked himself.
You.
Me. That's
Yeah,
a-
we
that's a
talking to
good
you,
question.
JT.
I'm taking the last shot. What do you mean?
Actually, I was gonna say, are we okay? I need clarification here. We're talking picking one woman, or are we talking about just inviting?
Oh God.
We talking about
BJ
a
wanna
date.
bring the ho-
You brought a
JT wanna
date.
bring the hose.
Right. This nigga bringing.
Oh, a date. No. So what? No. My thought was like we're having an event.
Got it.
So we're inviting women. Who's going to invite the?
Who
Yeah,
got
that's
the,
what I
who
was
got the
going
prettiest hose?
Man,
Does that work?
the thoughts of said are not that of the entire podcast.
No, that was
with. Not at
No,
all.
but if it was
Those
group
are big
discussions,
thoughts.
it would be different. So I didn't even think about it that way, but yeah, I got
Yeah.
it.
So if it was group,
You just gonna answer anyway.
Dre.
Okay.
right.
I'm just gonna answer anyway,
Dre
right?
has all the female friends. That's why.
I'll
Dre has all
say
the female
Dre.
friends.
Absolutely. Dre has to gift the gab, and he just know all the girls. However, he may know
We're
them,
just friends.
and by numerical.
Because I don't try to
error,
fuck all of them so they comfortable.
No, that's because you get friend zoned
Right.
frequently.
I am
little
I am
brother.
volunteering for the friends.
I
That's
give
my
you,
big
I'm giving you
brother.
more credit than that.
That's a
Dre's
fact.
like my brother.
That's a fact.
That's
Nah.
after the fact. No, after the fact.
Right.
No, let me put my foot to the side.
Nah, not
This is done.
not the kid. Y'all got me fucked up.
You're fired.
back and
I
listen.
quit.
I quit.
Fuck y'all. No, that ain't how it works.
Or me, I quit. Individually, yeah, I hate to say this. Like, no, I would never say no shit like this, but probably say it. Yeah. It takes a strong man to be able to.
Hey,
Respect.
whether you the big
Respect,
hey,
JT.
That's it.
whether you the
You know what I'm saying?
big whether you the big hoe or a
Growth,
little
brother.
hoe, a hoe is a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Just get your hoe on.
You know
Man.
what I'm saying? Growth here.
For all those who are listening
You
to the
heard it
show for the
first.
first time, please understand we haven't seen each other in about 6 months, and so everything we're saying here, just kind of take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, my answer wouldn't change.
Nice disclaimer.
Oh yeah, I will bring the prettiest. We can go ahead and chalk that up. I will bring the prettiest, but it's not because I'm a hoe.
Tomato.
I gotta look better.
All right, moving along.
I'm the better looking 1528 host.
No.
We're not gonna waste
Right.
any time like this.
Right. Y'all ain't got nothing to do. Just listen.
Yeah,
Just
argue with
listen.
yourself.
Semantics.
We're not for it.
Yes. Sip that cup,
Word up.
Clearly, somebody's gonna be listening to this episode.
man. So Casey, keep it moving.
Well,
Yeah.
Dre, what did you
Oh.
answer?
Huh?
What did you answer?
Everybody says.
Oh yeah, no, we
you
all
It's
yeah.
sad.
Cedrice.
It said. Okay. All right. Next question then. You're all kidnapped.
Okay.
Only one person can talk to the kidnapper. Who would it be and why?
It would be me because I'm the most diplomatic motherfucker on this podcast.
Can we have your real answer,
Clearly,
BJ?
that you all know.
clearly-
Can we have
None
your
of us
real
are picking
answer,
him.
BJ?
He just-
Since you want to jump in.
That is my real answer.
Since
All
people
right.
voting for themselves.
All right, so if I have to pick anybody besides me, since
You wouldn't even pick you.
I,
Right, just 'cause.
I,
Who gonna get us out
I
of here?
have, y'all got me fucked up. I diffuse more shit on a daily basis than anybody you know, but
You wouldn't even pick yourself.
it depends on the situation.
Kidnapping. That's it. We've laid it out.
Right.
That's the situation.
We've already answered these questions.
That's the situation.
How?
Because I
How
would
do
let
we
them
get
know
kidnapped?
that this is not what you want to do.
Okay. He's gonna stick with that.
In the
Yeah,
calmest
exactly.
tone possible.
In the comments tone, he's gonna make a threat to the kidnappers.
This ain't what you
Let us go.
But second
So-
choice would probably be Drake because he's a bitch ass nigga.
Okay.
Second choice.
What? Well,
That's what he says when he doesn't want to compliment somebody.
That works.
so
I appreciate the value that you add.
So
motherfucker.
here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Because here's what I understand. If I'm getting kidnapped and we ain't dead yet, that means they don't want to kill us. And the reason for them not killing us is not inside this room. Like they're talking to somebody on the outside. So whoever was bold enough to talk to them to get shot, because they don't want to talk to you anyway, I would probably send anybody but me. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm just gonna stay quiet and let y'all go ahead and talk to them and see who's gonna get shot.
That's a wild explanation.
Letting one of us
Like
take
that
a
is
bullet.
crazy.
First off, that's some
I watch the
selfish
shows,
ass
man.
shit, is what
That's
it is.
the more-
Right.
It's definitely. It's
Wait, why you
Hey,
bullshit?
you
Now,
call it-
now that I know
you call
that,
it-
if
you
somebody
call it
does send me,
selfishness.
I'm gonna be like, if you got to take one of us,
Take this
say it
guy.
first. Right,
Take
say it
that.
first.
That nigga-
So they're gonna tell on y'all.
Cut this nigga
So they're gonna
fingers
tell
off
when we get out of here.
Man, now that I know Sid just want us to sacrifice ourselves.
Listen,
Right.
when have a kidnapper ever talk? When has a kidnapped ever talked the kidnapper out of doing it?
All the time in movies.
They get shot.
Not like we got anything else to go off
Everything I've
of.
seen. Right. The
Right.
only kidnapping I've been privy to are the ones in movies. So
Oh,
it's
really?
gonna
I
happen.
don't know. I think Dre thinks he's
I-
diplomatic. We'll let him get a go at it.
And you know you know what? So you just talked yourself out of being the answer.
I'm glad you
I
did.
was gonna say
Cool.
that.
I'm not going.
You'd be like,
I will refuse.
Because I was going to give you
No.
some level-headed
No.
shit and be like, if anybody can be
he's
able
gonna
to
come
talk,
with the
you know,
spiritual
and
approach
talk
and
to
all
people,
that, blah blah blah.
Absolutely. You know
I'm
what
gonna pray
I'm saying?
quietly. I'm gonna pray
But
quietly
now,
to
I
myself.
ain't
I'm
gonna lie.
not saying that to nobody. They're like, shut up. Okay. I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up.
I probably say myself. I would probably talk the situation down. I would probably, the sun's getting low, and try to really get us out of that situation. I think even if it's negotiating or whatever, like even if it don't go all the way well, I think I'll have a pretty good opportunity to at least calm the
if
situation.
we
down
don't
where
get kidnapped
I mean, I have more
Bitches.
questions though. Like, are we
Your
tied
voice
up?
ain't gonna do
Do
shit
we have
for us.
like blindfolds on?
Right, I'm gonna say,
Like,
you already
is
gave
it-
your answer, man.
Are there multiple gunmen, or is only
Say
one?
what you want.
Multiple.
Nigga, if it's only one,
It's
we
a group of
beating
people.
that ass.
Right. One person kidnap all four of us.
Somebody's
happened?
already shot.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so my answer, I'm gonna go outside of the box a little bit, and I'm gonna say myself because that's the obvious answer. It's outside the box because half of them didn't say me for some reason.
Fair.
But I'm saying myself for a multitude of reasons. One, I spent my entire, however long I was in college, diffusing people's fights. When there were sticky situations or when there were people about to fight, a lot of times they'd be like, yo, Dre, get your boy, or yo, go holler at him. And I would usually be a fucking negotiator during the actual fights. So I have experience doing that. Two, I've literally studied how to deal with people's personalities, so I would confidently feel like I can communicate and form a mind and use sales skills to
Manipulate.
rationalize with people.
We're dead. We're
Yes.
Feeling die hard.
Three,
dead. Hella dead.
I have a sort of a hero complex. So if I do die young,
Captain
I would love to have a good story behind it.
Goners.
So I wouldn't mind actually Yeah, I
he
wouldn't.
went
I
out
wouldn't
for us.
actually mind, like being there. Like, damn, Dre died a hero. He tried to save us all, but he got himself killed, and we got free.
Who
I'm good with
lives? Who dies? Who tells your story?
Tells your story. Man, like,
Yep.
Be careful.
So all of those things lead to me.
Man, there's different ways.
Did people
to
really
diffuse
ask
the
these
situation,
questions?
though. Just to-
So people could have asked us any questions, and they asked us these
These are the
questions
ones.
about being kidnapped
Yep.
and things. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a follow.
So-
I've got a follow-up question on this.
Ah.
So y'all all said who you would send to talk. Who would you not send? Like, who's the one person you're like, no?
BJ.
BJ.
I think it's been
BJ is
evident.
not talking to anybody.
No. I take that back. Nope. I have seen BJ in some de-escalating situation. He did a great job. He
two little
He
kids
actually
who
did
about
do
to
a great
fight.
job. The person just didn't really
So here's-
wasn't ready.
but here's
to
the thing,
receive
Sid.
it. But he did a great job.
BJ will
He did a
give
great
you
job.
5 minutes of level-headedness. If it don't go right in 5 minutes,
No, Dre.
This shit is
Dre,
gonna
let's
go
go back.
wild.
Dre, let's go back to Vegas. He did a great job.
nigga, I've seen multitude
He
of
did a great
events.
job. He did a great job.
I was
Sure,
going
maybe
back
during
and
that
forth.
during that one, he did a good time. Most of the time, that don't
It
work
ain't like
for
that.
BJ.
That was an anomaly.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
No, BJ ain't the one. He gonna give you 5 minutes of level-headedness, and then he
And
gonna
then
get
it's like-
frustrated because you're not agreeing with him, and then he gonna try to steal their gun, and the other dude gonna shoot him.
All right, so if BJ go to steal the gun, I'm coming. I got your back.
You still
BJ.
tied
You know
down.
what I'm saying?
We only sent one person in the room. Yeah,
Right.
Yo,
I was
praying
wondering. That
ass.
was my question.
Those
What is the
selfish
scenario?
praying ass. It don't matter.
Right,
We-
Lord,
this-
help
this,
me.
This is a
Lord,
fake question.
Lord,
Just
bless
go with
me. Lord, get me out of here, Lord. Like, help me. Lift me
something.
up.
I'm not allowing BJ to talk to him.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, BJ can't talk.
Damn. JT.
All right, let's.
JT can't talk
Just be the
unless
muscle.
like
Just
we
be the
get
muscle.
kidnapped by women.
Hey.
Oh,
That has
Jesus.
happened before.
Okay, moving
J-
on.
Got timelines over here.
Okay, I've got another question. So, who is the most likely to have the next kid of the group?
Ooh.
I ain't gonna do that to y'all.
JT.
I'm gonna do that to y'all.
JT. I say JT because JT be thinking he pimping on the low, but we be knowing. JT be over there talking about, and she said she's keeping it. Like, it's just-
Damn. When you put it that way.
Bitch don't live in Mexico,
oh,
too.
man. Man.
International baby.
Oh,
See,
Why?
I'm going to say BJ. And I'm saying BJ not because he's the most suited to have a kid, but BJ
the whole thing. The whole
BJ has this grand vision of an awesome relationship and having a kid and stuff like that, and being a great dad and all that stuff. The rest of us, that vision ain't that close. So with BJ, I feel like
Right.
eventually he's going to give in to that vision and stop his ways. Let's just say that before the rest of us would.
So which one of y'all niggas gonna slip?
No,
on
I think BJ's actually going to make a conscious effort to just be like, all right, I need to stop being an asshole and settle
on
down.
purpose?
Oh, wow.
Purposely raw dog.
Purposely raw dog.
Is there an accidental raw dog?
Absolutely.
I'm trying to figure that out.
That was the thought.
Oh, I tripped and fell in.
What are you talking about? JT? Is there?
Okay.
I'm gonna say Justin L. Thaxton because Justin L. Thaxton needs to have a legacy. He's the type of guy that needs to lead. In fact, his son is probably going to be named Justin L. Thaxton. Like he's that guy that needs to have a junior. He needs to have. He's our blue checkmark guy. He needs to have.
But he won't be a junior. He won't be a junior. He'll be the second.
Right. Exactly.
It just sounds more prestigious.
Right.
Yeah. Junior's so niggerish. Like, we're not doing that.
I would say Justin because he needs to leave a legacy, which I understand. I have that feeling too, but I think for him, he's gonna have a son, and if not, he's gonna keep having kids until he has a son. Send them to either Kentucky State or Tennessee State. There's no option. Like, if you want me to pay for school, this is where you're going, type nigga. Yeah. But I got something to Stanford.
You want my
I don't
money.
care. This is where you're going. You know what I'm saying? That's JT.
This is the Stanford of HBCUs.
Right. So Justin would be my
Case.
pick. It's definitely not Cedrice. He has told us many a times he's done. So that answer is not even on the table.
Super done.
If it happens,
Super
You
done.
can untie him.
Who's tying stuff as a boy? Fuck being on tying things.
right.
Let's snip, unsnip, snip. Let's see here.
I'm right.
Yeah, Cedrice is out. Cedrice is out. Drake, no.
Drake keep getting friend zone.
I guess. I ain't gonna say Drake. I think Drake will do whatever he can to not be a parent. And sadly for the young
Oh
lady-
wait, hold on, time out. I didn't know that's where you're going with. Wait, no, I'm not agreeing
Going
with
down
that.
the steps.
I take my agreement back. That's
I'm
not
pushing.
what
I'm pushing down the
Right.
steps.
He's like, you better put this
I
helmet on,
meant
girl.
beforehand. I meant beforehand, not after.
You better put on this helmet.
Casey, who would you? Oh dang, Casey, who would you pick? Jump on in here. Make somebody mad.
Make him mad.
Well, I'm looking at all four of you. Honestly, okay, so said no because he said no more kids, so obviously he's not trying to have kids. Dre, clearly responsible, doesn't want kids, so he's going to make sure that doesn't happen.
Who said Dre was responsible?
Yeah, everybody.
He said it.
Everybody, keep it
He
moving.
said it.
This works.
It's obviously between Benny and Justin. My thing is, I mean, okay. Can I get a qualifier?
Okay.
Is it who wants and tries to have a child, or who
Nope.
accidentally
Nope.
has a baby?
Either. Just the first one to pop out.
It's the same thing.
Benny.
It's not. It's not. It is not.
So she picked BJ.
Yeah.
Bet.
Yeah. And it would be
So you pick
accidental
BJ?
for sure. Yeah.
Oh
Did we
shit.
accidental for sure? How did? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pro-choice, nigga. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Okay.
I'm pro-choice.
You chose to have it.
But JT, you
Damn.
never finished
Okay.
yours. Who?
That's horrible.
I thought he did.
You do.
I'm just. No, I didn't. I think I'm just gonna say BJ. Yeah. The whole legacy thing you just said about me. Yeah. I think you would be
Same.
like, you know what? I'm
40
now. You know, like I need to do something. I need to have blah blah blah. I need to, Let me.
And that's the internal conversation.
While he's in the kitchen pouring his drink for the night. Having this
Have this
conversation
conversation
with
to
himself.
myself.
Matter of fact, 9 months from now, since it's so heavy on his mind, 9 months from now, season 4. Welcome.
Man. Duecey number 2 on this bitch. Duecey Deuce. Man.
Right.
Fuck y'all.
Well, that's pretty good. So we're gonna take a quick break. Miss Casey, thank you for doing the job. First half, you will definitely be back. We're gonna step out real quick, pay some bills, and
I gotta take a shit.
Like right now.
Hey everybody, this is JT from the 1528 podcast. Taking a quick break between the episode. Just want to remind you to take a look and watch and listen, however you want to do it, to all of our past episodes. We are clearly coming to the end of the second season. This is episode 20. However, we have 40 total episodes, including this one, that you can listen to, because we understand our episodes are super long and you probably haven't finished every single last one of them. However, we still want you to go back and listen, catch up, laugh, whatever you're doing. If you're just cleaning the house, listen to an episode, watch an episode. We would also like you to cheat the system a little bit. Just cut on the episode and let it play. Put it on mute. It's cool. We just want the hits. But nonetheless, enjoy. Secondly, we would like for you to not just watch us, but also to financially back us. We're trying to do this thing and make it big and let it grow. We do have a Patreon page. It is patreon.com, the 1528 podcast. And go on there, sign up any level that you can be able to give to help. There's several levels of financial support that you can, put yourself at. It's a monthly contribution. Every level has its bonuses and pluses that you can get free gear. As you can see with this episode, you can also become a co-host for a day. So by all means, check us out at the 1528 podcast on Twitter, Instagram, the Patreon page, YouTube. We're everywhere trying to do everything, but we need you to support us. And we'll see you soon. Check it out. Thank you. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dinner Club. We are still with you answering questions. Miss
All
Casey, go ahead.
Okay, next question. Could you date a woman that makes more than you, and why or why not?
Absolutely. I hope my
Absolutely.
woman makes so much money I don't ever have to work again. Like, I would love to be a stay-at-home
Man.
dad. Oh my God, I would love it. I would raise all the kids. I cook, I clean, I mop the floors, I rub her back when she get home. But if she's not that wealthy, then yeah, I don't care how much money she makes.
Oprah, where you
Shit.
at? Be your
Yeah, I don't care going upward. I do care going down. Like I don't want somebody who makes significantly less than me at this point in life, just because I have goals. But no, I have no problem. She can make the world, and I make $2. Like I don't. Well, I didn't make $2, but anyway.
Yes, Dre, please.
Like
please.
I don't have an issue with her making more. No, Dre, I'm trying to think of more stuff to say, so I won't have to pick you. Go ahead, bro.
So, if you found the love of your life, but she was a secretary at, I don't know, a doctor's office and was only making, let's say, $30,000-$40,000 a year, but she loved her life, she loved her lifestyle, it gave her the flexibility she needed.
She ain't got no flexibility in California with that.
I'm saying, if that's the case, maybe her flexibility, maybe having freedom is more important than money to her, and she has enough to sustain herself.
So
If she was the love of your life, you would pass up on
Right.
that because
No.
she
We're not
was not
talking-
making enough?
No, we're not talking deal breakers. I just would prefer. It's not a deal breaker. I would prefer somebody who would make around the same as me, or
The question was, could you? Yeah, you
You
said
literally
no.
said no.
Right. This
I'm
is
not
talking about
going
deal
down.
breakers.
no. I said I would. Well, I meant to say I wouldn't want somebody who makes significantly less than me, but it's not a deal breaker. Like money's not a deal breaker to me like that. So
But what
that's
if
no
she
whole
made
other show.
more?
But anyway,
The question is,
I
could
said I
she
have a
make
problem with that.
more? Okay.
Yeah, he'll be the broke nigga on the other side. He just won't
Yeah,
be
I'll
the
be broke. She just can't be broke.
She just can't be the broke one.
No, I'm actually cool. You know what? It's really weird. It's really weird, just for conversation piece. It's really weird when men have an issue with women making more than them. Like, I don't know, especially if you're married. Like, it should be, we make this money.
JT
we
looked
all
like,
make
wait till you hear my
this right
response
here.
then.
Fucking caveman.
And the reason why I said something, and the reason why I said something about like, the reason why I said something about like making less, because when I think about like, sometimes I think about a job, I think about like your drive and your initiative and stuff like that. Like I would like to have somebody with drive and initiative to be like, I'm going to be the best in my field or best professionally or whatever, so they wouldn't make significantly less than me because they're on the same grind as me.
Okay.
So
Or
and that's
they're
and
just
like,
starting
but that's
their
just
own
that's just an
business.
assumption.
And
I have a
Or their
question.
priorities
Yeah.
aren't centered around capitalistic thoughts.
Yeah, here's my question on that. So, what if she has the drive, but what if it's something like, I don't know, like she writes music and she has, you
Yeah.
know, like what if she's just basically making money to pay the bills, but she is still pursuing her passion?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Yeah. I just don't want a lazy person. I don't, you know, there's a lot of lazy people out here who just, and they'll sap all your drive and energy, like trying to deal with them. So.
I'm absolutely all for a woman making way more money than me. I don't mind being a kept man. I just don't want disrespect to come with it.
It's coming.
I think that's the only fear. You know what I'm saying? I think that's it. Yeah, broke ass. Da 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 da. When I met you, da
Don't
da
drink
da
my
da,
juice
da,
in
da,
there.
da. That's why I pay for da da da. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's. I think that's the true fear behind men that don't want women who make more than them. I don't think it's insecurity.
It's a insecurity.
I think it's more about they don't. Yeah, it's not the soul thing. I think they just don't want to run into a woman who's going to literally belittle him because she makes more. And I think it's just, you know, it sucks, but
It's
at the
gonna
same
happen.
time, it's a real thing.
It's gonna
and
happen,
I
for
wouldn't
sure.
want that. Yeah, because I also think there are men out there that do the exact same shit and be like, oh well, where you gonna go because this is my shit. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So it's an issue. Hopefully you have a person that's not gonna do that. That's you gotta put out a couple of fillers and see who you really dealing with. But I'm willing to go through the trials and tribulations to kind of figure that out. So, yeah, let's rock. Keep me.
I personally don't have.
Can I go back? Okay, go ahead.
No,
go
I was
ahead.
going to say I personally don't have a problem with it whatsoever, as long as there's that open communication and we can just be, and it's not about financials. Unfortunately, I think and like most men, you have this thought of you need to take care of your woman, or you need to do certain things, and you can take care of your woman or your maid without being financially the breadwinner. Like you can take care of them emotionally, make sure they're good, and talk to them and stuff like that. But there's still this thought of being the provider that I think we probably all grew up seeing some, if not our fathers, but some male figure being a provider. Like my grandfather, he painted. He had a tent renting business. He did carpentry. No matter what it was, he was providing. My grandmother didn't work, and she had all those kids and stuff like that. She did her sewing projects to bring money in and stuff like that. They were partners. But for the most part, my grandfather was the provider. So we look at those role models, if you will, and say, this is what I have to be. So it's kind of hard to swallow that pill of, well, she's making more. That really doesn't matter until, like, the disrespect comes. And I think sometimes it's the how are we painted as well. Even if your woman don't say shit, it's like her friends, well, you taking care of this nigga, you're doing this, you're doing that, and really you guys are partners, but it's the optics. And if we can get past the optics of that, like, why don't for guys, black men who don't cheat, why don't we deserve a doctor to be in our lives, right? And to go do whatever and whatever. But it's the optics of it sometimes, and I think we have to get past our own ego in order to just be happy.
Yeah, I get that.
You think it's
I
just ego?
understand like how we were raised. I'm the same way where my dad was the only income for our family growing up, at least when I was born. But at the same time, fuck that shit. Like, those are archaic ways of thinking have held down generations for too long. We can definitely step outside of that box. And one thing, like with my family, that I ain't find out until like college years. Like, my mom was the only breadwinner while my dad was in college. Yeah, she was an accountant full time. She was the only income for the whole family back when Mark was the only kid. Then my dad got a degree, and the roles switched. So I mean, it can be a thing that works. And I mean, one, I'm just not going to be there for disrespect no matter what, whether it's about income or whether it's about other shit. So that's a non-starter. 2, if their girls are in their ear talking about that bullshit and they actually listen to it, that's a non-starter because that should just blow up relationships, and I'm not here for all that unnecessary stress. And 3, if there are any women out there that make significantly more than me, my DMs are wide the fuck open, and we can work something out. You know what I'm talking about? Holla at your boy.
Just to be clear.
Yeah.
Hey, but
Just to be
man,
clear.
but the reason why you can't really like pin it all on finances, because I think BJ said this one time. We was having a conversation a while ago. Like tables turn really quickly. Like she could be making more than her, or vice versa, and then like next week, it's the tables have completely flipped. You know what I'm saying? And so like that's why. So for those who are listening and like Wes Drew said he can make less, because I know me, I'm a grind. If I make less than her for right now, it's for right now. It ain't a thing like it's just gonna be a standing thing. It's not. I just wanted to clarify that for people who are listening, saying that because I'm definitely not looking to live off nobody. How nobody take care of me, but that's why it's not a deal breaker.
But also, I don't. I guess to be clear, like I don't want to be not working. Like I too will have a job of some sort, like even if it's just pursuing something like AJ said, a music career or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like something that doesn't always have, income coming in or something like that. I'm gonna have my project or something that will still need to be respected just as much as any job. Don't blah blah. I make this money. We finna do this and do that, and just say bump everything that I ever want to do in life because you happen to be making the most money. Yeah, I think it's just that disrespect part that they can't.
I'll be a stay-at-home nanny. Give me an allowance. I'll fuck a job. I'm out. I'm done.
The thing about it is, though, say JT wants to go to L.A. and get into Hollywood and stuff like that with his writing and whatnot. Say you just run across, like, bang, there you
Tahaji.
go, right? And for some reason, she thinks you're charming. And you guys...
For some reason.
Yeah, for some reason.
Backhanded that shit.
You guys hit it off. She's established. She's got all this money. She's, she's set. And here come your broke ass. And talented as you be.
Dang.
But, there you go. You got a compliment too. But like, why is it
Appreciate
even
it.
society will say, well, he's living off of her. But if it was the roles were reversed, you're the one that's established. You're the one that's already in Hollywood, and you find somebody. There's two sides to that as well. It's like, well, he found him a good woman, whatever. He's taking care of it. That's what he's supposed to do. Then there would be some people like that will say, well, she's just a gold digger, right? But or you could be the gold digger on the other end. So it just depends on what people want to say or what people want to think, right? But I don't know. It's,
whatever they say, I think is really none of our business.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? Like whatever.
It's not whatsoever.
Like y'all sitting over there talking about.
Yeah, neither one of
I
us should
think-
be caring about that
What
shit.
song was that on when they said if you're laughing at a millionaire, then you're the joke?
I know.
I forgot. I think it's maybe in J. Cole.
It was
true.
probably
I get it.
I think it was either Drake or Jay-Z said that, one of them niggas.
Yeah, like so, and that's the thing. I think for one, we're in a capitalistic society, so it's always going to be a thing. When you think about provision, the first thing you're going to go to is money. Like there's not a plethora of other areas to support a person in or provide for a person. Like somebody mentioned a little bit earlier. But I think that it is that thing where you just constantly, even if nobody. So for instance, a couple years ago, I was unemployed for about a year. And even when people asked me who I knew was a safe space, I would say, I wouldn't tell them I had a job, but they'd be like, oh, yeah, what you doing? I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm in operations. Like, I would never tell people I didn't have a job because you just have that thing where you just like, I can't let this guy know, even one of y'all, I can't let these guys, well, I'll let y'all know, but I can't let these guys know that I'm not working right now because you feel some sort of like inadequacy, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I
And
happily
being a
told
man.
niggas I ain't had no job last year. Or this
Well, no,
year.
that was then. I mean, here's the difference. Now here's the difference because like in 2020, I didn't work from like June to November, but I was good. I didn't, I was super straight. If you're good, if it's a planned like sabbatical or whatever like that, then of course you can tell people I ain't working. But when you want to be working and you need to be working and you can't find a job, it's a totally different scenario.
That's funny. When I didn't have a job, I was working in transportation.
Yeah, man.
On the side, so. I work in transportation, but also I'm in DC, so everybody's a consultant. So you can
Yeah,
easily
it's
say
just
that.
it's just that we go through that as
Consultant.
men. We don't want people to know that we're not working.
Absolutely.
And we definitely don't want to have that because, like you said, most men want to take care of their. Well, like I think BJ said it. Most men want to take care of their spouse. And so it's a thing where it's like, that's why I said I got goals. Like, okay, let's get to this place. So then it's like, no, you just chill. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully it can happen before we marry. But if it happens after, let's just get to this place. I got a figure in mind, and then we'll be good.
Can I say something?
No, not at all.
So
Turn your mic off.
these,
Right, let me
right.
mute you real quick. Oh, where's the button?
These conversations are always so interesting to me because to hear men talk about how they either feel like they need to provide or they talk about, I don't know, it's just bizarre because like women, I feel like when we go into a relationship, money isn't necessary. Well, I'm not saying just women. I don't think anybody goes into a relationship concerned with finances. It obviously comes up because that's part of making a relationship work. It's part of making sure you're compatible, how you can share this responsibility together. Like, all of that makes sense. But, like, women don't want to make that much less than their partner because having less control is... I mean, we already have such little control in so many things in this world as it is. I don't want it to also be in my relationship. So if a man is concerned about me making more than him, if that's tied to his identity in some way, then that also means that they think that that's tied to my identity in some way. And I just don't think that's a fair comparison or a fair assumption.
So
not
what you're
necessarily,
saying
Casey,
is-
because
Oh, go ahead,
hold on,
Sid.
not necessarily, just because like that's what we think men are, not necessarily women.
No.
We think men should be here, and you know, if I don't know, like for me, if I think that I should be at a certain place to provide financially, like I said, it's a myriad of ways. It's a myriad of ways
Back to the mic.
Move forward.
back and forward. Okay, like there's a myriad of ways
Yes.
to provide, but you know, one of those things is in America is money, and so like we hold ourselves to that. Like I don't know very many men who hold women to the same standard of earnings.
No, they don't.
As men do.
They don't, but
What-
but why is that not? That also applies to women. Like, why can't we have that same drive? We need to be able to
well,
provide
the
for
reason-
ourselves.
The reason being is because gender roles only work when they're convenient.
Right.
Nobody wants gender roles when it comes to like washing dishes, cooking, and stuff like that. Usually, we just want gender roles when it comes to like who's going to make the most money and stuff like that. So it's like whatever's convenient is what the gender role you're going to fall into.
Yeah,
You
and
know
that
what I'm
just
saying? Depending on who you're with.
hasn't been a long-standing societal norm. Right.
Yeah.
Men have been the breadwinner since women weren't allowed to work.
Right.
And it's just kind of been carried on since then.
Right.
But like what I took away from what you said, Casey, was basically women just want to control men. Was that
is
right?
that what you nailed it?
Oh, okay,
You
cool,
nailed
cool.
it.
Same page.
Yeah, that's it.
But that is big though. How we equate like money
with
to
control.
control in a relationship.
Yeah,
and it really
because-
in a relationship it shouldn't be.
But at
I-
the same
you know,
time, if the
at work,
house is
yeah.
not in my name, if the bills are not in my name, when something goes wrong, that's like I've been in that situation before. That's a problem because then
Yeah.
I'm starting 10 steps back and he's still carrying on his life as it is.
Oh yeah,
see, and I think that's one of the-
I've heard
Go
a
ahead.
lot of like older family members talk about not necessarily our family, but like families that we knew and people that we were cool with, like back in my mom's and parents' days, where people would have 2 and 3 families, but the woman couldn't leave because they couldn't support the kids if they were to walk away and leave
Right.
because they literally weren't working and they weren't allowed to. And like that same thing holds true that a lot of times people stay in bad situations just because they don't feel like they can make it out on their own without
Cheaper
that
to
support.
keep her.
I would also say that I would want somebody, like Cedric said, is on your level, or at least somebody you know has drive. Because if I'm in a relationship and we have children, I always want a strong woman that if something happens to me anyway, I know the kids and she is going to be okay. Like they're going to make
Right,
it.
right.
It's not going to be some, woe is me, what the fuck am I going to do? You know, grieve me. Yes, absolutely.
The only
Exactly.
stress
But
is emotional.
They gonna be okay.
Right.
I think that's more important than putting your ego on a pedestal and having some dumb bitch that don't know how to do shit.
Yeah, I 100% could not be with a woman that wasn't independent.
You're doing so well.
I know.
You were doing
like
so
you were
well.
right. It was just
People making ground
going
here.
off the cliff.
He got all the props and then they took him right back. Fuck this nigga.
So here's the thing. I think, like I said, one of the things to provide is security, right? You should provide security. So in that situation that Casey gave, like I don't want my wife to move into a house that's just mine. If that's gonna play with her, insecurities, I make her feel like it's going in both of our names. So she has that. She has that security.
Important.
Yeah, like I think that's why I said like, it goes beyond money. It goes beyond just a physical protection of like I'll beat up whoever messes with you. It's like know your wife's psyche. Know what the things that she needs security, she needs protection, she needs whatever. Like and vice versa.
That then changes the conversation from being control because you're now relinquishing that control. At that point, you're just providing. Mm-hmm. You're providing an environment that's safe for everybody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Agreed.
Instead of control. Yeah. I think control is just how we were wired being Americans, growing up in America. Control comes with money.
Are y'all ready for question
Thank
2?
you.
Let's do it.
Well, this one's, we're just going to change the conversation completely for this one.
Oh wait, what?
JT's just now reading the questions, by the way.
Piggybacking off of that last conversation, would you have a one-night stand with a guy for $10 million?
Hell no.
No. That's a quick question.
Toxic masculinity just flying around everywhere.
So here's my thing.
Nigga, what the fuck do you mean? Your thing better be
No, listen. Hey, this is 2021. My thing can be whatever my thing is. But my thing is, there's no amount of money that's going to make me
we woke.
go against my sexual beliefs or norms. It could be $10 million. It could be $100 million. If I'm not comfortable doing it, a certain amount of money ain't going to make me comfortable doing it.
Right.
Period.
Money ain't about comfort.
Period. Yeah. Because if I do something I don't want to do, I'm going to have that money and what I just did is going to haunt me. So if I'm not comfortable with it without the money, I'm not going to do it for it.
Especially if we know about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely going to hunt you.
He said it's talking about it.
Oh, yeah? We going to be in Spain. Remember you fucked this nigga for the shit?
Bitch.
Yo, what was that nigga name? Who did you suck?
Oh, God.
Y'all some idiots.
You know what I'm saying? Tell Ricardo, thank you. I don't know why he's putting some more money in my mind right now, but he is. Tell Ricardo, thank you.
That's messed up. What's up, JT? JT, quiet.
First glance, definitely a no. But after Dre has opened up the door for people to be a little bit more free in their answer,
he's like, I can do a lot with $10 million.
First off, is that the
I get some counseling with some $10 million?
is that the noise you gonna make?
That's a lot of counseling, bro. It ain't my thing, but
Okay, so what if nobody knows, though?
No, hell no.
That's my thing. I still couldn't live
I
with
know.
it personally. Like it would fuck me up if it's not part of what I already do, and it's not. So I couldn't do that.
I feel like Casey's trying to drag somebody out the closet.
No, here.
You're like, what if nobody knows?
Here's what
so
I'm
what
saying,
if he
though.
was drunk?
So I understand. I understand. I guess my question is, so really your aversion to it is the fact that it's a guy, not the fact that it's sex for money.
Oh yeah, I'll
Okay.
easily have sex.
All right.
I would 100% have sex for money.
Yeah.
What?
Not an issue.
Like, what is free for years?
Like Casey, have you never heard us talk
The
before?
most lucrative.
I thought you listened to our podcast.
Didn't I just say I would be kept?
I didn't even
I
think
just told you
about
I'll be cat.
I didn't even
How
think
am I
about it
gonna
was
be
sex
cat?
for money. I just heard the guy and was like, hell no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Sex for money, absolutely. Shit.
No.
Yeah, once again, my DMs are open.
More, please.
Somebody got $10 million to unload. Just
Yeah.
1528 boys.
My
Ask
DMs
us.
are open if you.
I don't care how old. I don't even care how old she is.
That's so horrible.
$10 million. Let me go ahead and get that velvet. Let me go ahead and get that
Yeah,
velveteen.
that-
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what if you kill her?
I still payment up front, nigga. What are you talking about?
How she died.
Go
No,
ahead.
I'm saying you're gonna have to
Smash
live
at
with
me.
the fact that
I gotta live
have
with
to
it.
live
She gotta die with it. But give me my 10
Right, but
million.
what if it's something that haunts you so bad that you can't have sex anymore because every time you think you're gonna kill a chick?
There it is.
I think that it.
That would be weird.
$10
That would
million
be very
though,
weird.
right?
But
I get
is $10 million worth that?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh no, that's the question.
Yeah.
So would you have sex for $10 million and then never have sex again?
Not at
No.
all.
No.
So you all would pass up $10
No.
million. All
Every day.
right.
Like that.
You weren't expecting us to be that clear with our response.
We ain't been clear with nothing else.
But
Since I'm
Everything
already
else
fucking
you got to
for
decipher
free,
the answer.
I'm not getting paid for it now. No, absolutely not.
Right.
You can't miss something you ain't never had.
you just say I'm trying working on a legacy here.
I don't know because
Well, like do nothing. Like nothing. I just like
No sex.
So like a one night stand could definitely be talking. If it's if it's just a counseling session for one night, $10 million.
JT. If you want to sleep with a guy,
Let's bring it on in.
just say so.
right. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
no.
Like,
well,
It's not a one.
we
still-
still
you
love
It's not a
thinking
one.
about
It's not a one. I mean, oh yeah, you better. I need this. I need support.
obviously, I'm in a bad place. He's like, obviously, I'm in a bad
Everybody gonna
place.
be in
Like,
my
come
corner.
on,
Just to
bro.
clarify, a one night stand means sex is involved. Let's just be honest here. It's not counseling. Yeah, no.
Right. I had one conversation. And that was it. It was just one.
Yeah, you're not getting the money then.
cash me out.
Right.
Pay for that.
Oh
cash.
man.
What we got?
All right, what else we got, Casey?
Yeah, no,
All
we're not
right.
doing that.
So, it looks like this is our final question. All right, gentlemen.
Oh, man, that's
How
been fun.
has 1528 changed the crew?
Let me take it first.
Go for it.
So, okay, this is okay. I'm gonna try to go sentimental without laughing in the middle of this because I know these dudes. So, 1528 changed a lot, honestly, because like when we first started doing this, you know, like I would see Dre and BJ like maybe once a year or once every 10 years sometimes. Like it just all depends on what's going on. I would see JT on Facebook. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we never really got a chance to hang out a lot. But I think the time that we came together was in a very, very stressful time. Like I mentioned earlier how I didn't work from like July to November. But it was a time where I appreciate having the like financial freedom to say, listen, I need to take a break because like right now mentally I'm not feeling. I feel like you know, these different people who's taken off for mental health, you know, reasons and stuff like that. Like I really felt like I was at a place where it was like, listen, like I was missing due dates at work. I was just not focused. I just couldn't. Like all the civil unrest just really got me in a way that I just never experienced before. And then we started doing, you know, getting ready for the voter registration, and then we had the hashtag conversation, and then, you know, just being able to just connect with these guys over the last 2 years, I guess, about to be 2 years we're doing this. What's over 2 years? Yeah,
No, year
it's
and a
only
half.
1
a
year.
year.
and a half.
It's a year, about a year and a half.
2 seasons, but
So it's
Year
like
and a half.
2 seasons, but 1 year. So, but yeah, so just being able to have these conversations where we get to laugh at stuff that, or even articulate things that I normally wouldn't have a conversation about, especially because COVID or because we just haven't been able to connect, you know, outside, you know, in person and stuff. And so I you know, obviously we've gotten closer. You know, honestly, it would go from these are my brother's friends to now these are my boys. You know what I'm saying? So that's, to me, that's how we've changed. It's changed for me a lot, and I just really appreciate having an opportunity to be able to do this for real.
yeah, I'll piggyback on that too, and it's definitely changed a lot for the better. I think we pretty much ran this thought into the mud on the show, but as you guys know, this has been literally therapy for a lot of us. And it's been in a positive way. We've been able to express things that we haven't, you know, normally express. We've been, or at least me personally I'm speaking about, like I've shared things that I've never publicly shared before, and I've like gotten more comfortable doing that, and it's been a real like sounding stage for thoughts and concerns and issues and stuff that, you know, we've had on our minds and stuff like that. And as you know, mentioned, the 1528 voter registration drive, we literally took off a year from Friday, September 12th last year. And, going back to the original, like, thought behind that and what we wanted to accomplish for that, like, we really wanted to exact change. And without, this podcast, without us coming together, without us, I guess, like, having these open conversations that we normally have, there wouldn't have been that platform for us to do that and for us to feel like we were actually impacting on the level that we did. So that was a grand thing that I would have never been able to do had it not been for these guys and the support that we've gotten from the podcast. And just generally, it's just been a release in a stressful time, a stressful situation, to just know that, like, once a week, I block out everything else that's going on and can just, like, sit back and just talk with the boys and, oh yeah, we're going to share it with the world. Right. That's been really, really cool. But part of that also has been the response that we've gotten from a lot of this, especially the hashtag episode, and for me, like, the mental health episode, hearing people, I guess, the feedback about how they wish more people were having these conversations, or they're so glad that they heard that because they couldn't relate in the way that they needed to because they just aren't in front of these kind of conversations. That's just meant a lot, being able to impact people in that way. So that itself has been very, very touching and humbling in a way, to be able to actually be, part of the crew that was able to do that.
JG?
I mean, I was trying to figure out new words to say that hasn't already been said. But I think I knew two of the fellas from undergrad, one from the same city, but however, this has definitely, gotten us closer. And so I'm appreciative, but I think it's just being able to chime in with people who are far away, what I'm saying, on a regular basis. It means a lot more. Telephone, text messages and everything is cool, but to actually have a conversation with people who, that are dear and close to you, but you get to keep tabs on them and have miniature therapy sessions every week. I think it's helped us all grow up, even if it's just a little bit. We've all grown up these last 2 seasons, these only 2 seasons actually. So I think I think we've changed for the better. I think some of us have been able to communicate a lot better. It's helped me with being able to just work on a couple.
Are you talking about the 1528 book club? Okay, cool.
Yes, absolutely. I'm trying not to say directly what it is, but trying to be nice about this. Some of us are bilingual.
Voulez,
you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But no, I appreciate the crew, and I think we've become a lot better as human beings. Because here it is, I can be alone with my thoughts and feel like I'm completely right. But it's to know after we have a conversation and still believe that I'm completely right about what we're talking about. It's good. It's good to have that kind of communication.
You like people to reinforce your bullshit, basically.
But yeah, it's been good. It's been real good.
I would say we've changed in the sense of we probably all four have become more open communicators with things that we may be uncomfortable communicating about. It definitely has, for me, been therapeutic. And part of it is like even past the show, sometimes the first 30 minutes is just pure laughter, and that's great. That's like a medicine for us, at least for me. Just seeing you guys and talking bullshit, getting mad because somebody's late or whatever, just whatever. It's good for us. And I've definitely, like, we haven't recorded in a while and I've missed it. last week was like a hard week for me for some reason. It was just really kind of even scary because like I know it's something I don't like to like admit because I'm a man and you're supposed to be strong, whatever. But I know I have seasonal depression, right? And it's normally in the winter and stuff like that. But last week, without like claiming it, I was depressed as fuck, and it was scary to me because it's the summer and the sun's out and it's warm and this is normally when everything is good. So I'm like, man, if I'm already feeling like this, what the fuck does this winter hold for me? So I know I definitely miss talking to you guys and having these conversations and getting stuff off my chest without, I guess, without fear of judgment or fear of seeming weak, or it's a safe space for vulnerability. It just happens to be recorded. But I think this thing has changed us in a sense of like being able to show people that it's okay to be vulnerable and it's okay to talk to us. Like if anybody out there that needs to talk about anything, you can reach out to any four of us, whether it's just a quick message, a text, or whatever. Hopefully we've shown people that we may joke and laugh and stuff like that, but we're gonna be there for people when they really need it. So I think that's how it's changed the crew. We definitely gotten closer. We're able to express things to any four of us. We can express whatever we need to express without the fear of judgment and just knowing that they're gonna have our back.
And fuck whoever asked this question too, trying to get us all emotional and shit. That's why we ain't even cry.
Right.
Fuck y'all.
Right. we ain't been emotional in a while.
Miss Casey, thank you for being with us today. It has
Yes.
been absolutely a pleasure.
Thank you.
Appreciate not just asking those particular questions, but also your follow-up questions. We appreciate your take on things and letting us dive in a little bit deeper to kind of get just more of the nitty-gritty behind our answers. And tell the people where they can find you at. Tell them if you got something else going on, like what's going on in your world.
Really.
Well, she got this whole podcast set up, so I guess she's about to take over the scene.
I have like all of these
Right.
little tiny projects that are not, they're all half done. I just need to really just start focusing on getting some stuff going, but currently nothing. Just stay tuned. Under construction.
I understand.
So,
Nice.
so can I ask Casey a question
That's it.
real quick?
That's it. And we'll keep.
Casey, what has been your favorite part of being a listener
Oh,
of the
man.
1528 podcast?
So from the very
Be honest.
beginning, it's been fun because I've only known Benny from the beginning. Like I now know you guys through this show, or through him. Like when he would talk about you. But I think the exciting and the fun thing about this, the way that you guys have formatted this, is like it's like you're hanging out with your friends for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and you guys, it's like I'll sit there and roll my eyes at the fact that you guys are arguing for 30 minutes about something stupid, or I'll be laughing harder than all of you at some joke you guys. I mean, like, it's just cool. It's a good vibe. It's fun, but then at the same time, you guys really, like, I do admire your vulnerability and the authenticity that you guys have shown. I think it's important. And it just makes it genuine, so it makes, your 1528 fam connect with you guys, and I think that's important, and that's what makes loyal listeners like myself. So I think that's
Yeah,
probably
we
my favorite
appreciate you.
part, just your honesty,
Nice.
all of you.
And let me just let me give her a special shout out too, because
very much, Miss Casey.
as I think about the RV tour, she was probably the first person that reached out and said, "Oh, this is a great idea. If you need anything, here's what I'm good at, and here's what I'm willing to do." So, like in the early planning stages, she was hitting the phones, trying to help us get locations. She was helping me map out stuff. So that was really invaluable, and just appreciate that you just volunteered that and was literally the first person, like, amazing idea. What can I do to help? And we were like, hell yeah, we need help. So we appreciate you.
Right.
And we won, y'all. We won.
Yeah.
We won through that Vero drive.
Yeah.
We did that.
That's a
We did
fact.
that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Miss Casey, we thank you again. And if there's anyone listening or watching, if you would like to be on Casey's level,
Get on her level.
you gotta do
Oh,
a couple
get on
things.
her level.
You have to, right? You gotta go back and listen to some of the old episodes because we want to make sure you understand who we are and have fun along the way. And also, you gotta become a patron. You gotta honestly give to get some awesome stuff that we have. And so we can keep this thing rolling because currently we are closing out season 2.5.
The
The Duecey season.
You know, this has been dope. The Duecey season, fellas. Some final words for the entire season, season 2.
What a season. Final words. First off, shout out to Keurig Coffee. I made some home iced tea. They don't pay me, but I drink it because I like it.
That's iced tea. Would you put cream in it?
Right.
Milk, sugar,
Right.
and a whole
Iced
bunch
tea?
of ice.
Milk and tea.
Anyway,
Okay.
focus. Season 2, man, it's been a really interesting wild ride. We appreciate y'all. We said, hey, you know what? Let's do video this season. Didn't know how to do video. Didn't know how to edit video. So it was a little rough in the beginning.
You're welcome.
For what?
Oh,
I was so confused. I was like, what just happened? But yeah, no, we worked out the kinks. We're just going to try to keep making it better and better and better. Even with technical difficulties and the speed of BJ's internet, we're still able to, provide this for you guys. But no, I really appreciate you guys. 2 seasons in the books. Definitely more coming on the way. We got some really cool ideas that we're going to try to work out. We're throwing some stuff around, like live call-in shows on Clubhouse and stuff like that. So stay tuned. If you guys got any ideas about stuff that actually might be a banging ass idea, shoot it our way. We'll definitely discuss it. And if we can make it make sense, then it might be on the air, and you might actually be on the show too because it was your idea. So keep doing that, but also bear with us moving forward. We have, life resuming. People have different obligations, so we're going to try to be as consistent as we can. During the end of this episode, we had a lot of job changes, promotions, just a lot going on. So this last episode was not on our normal weekly schedule, but bear with us because we're definitely not going anywhere. We're going to keep bringing you guys all that we have, and we just appreciate all of y'all support, and see y'all in season 3.
Season 3. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to add to it.
Cedric.
Ray just really said it all. It's really just, I appreciate all the support. I mean, I'll get a random text message or a Facebook message just like, oh, your podcast is funny. I'm like, what did you just listen to? I listened to the relationship episode, or I listened to this episode. I'm like, oh, cool, good looking. You know what I'm saying? So people are still going back, checking out old episodes. Like, there's a level of anxiety when you get done and you say, wait, did I just tell everybody that? like, did I just say that out loud on wax? And Dre's not gonna edit it out, so it's just like, but it's been real though. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been I don't know. It stretched me. It stretched me a lot. It helped my debate skills. Just understanding that Dre is not gonna lose even when he's lost.
Especially when there's
And
no
all that.
evidence.
And all that. Here you go. He about to argue again.
the
by himself.
absence of evidence is the evidence of absence.
Right,
Yeah,
my silence
silence.
means
Silence is consent.
Oh, God.
Silence.
This dude said it on air.
Look, we
Jesus
made it
Christ.
two seasons without getting canceled. Now here we go. Cancellation on deck.
Right.
Anyway, man, I'm making this long.
Right.
I appreciate y'all. It's been cool. We'll see y'all season 3. Hold it down. POP.
Right. It's been a
P.O.P. hold it down.
Legally blind.
BJ.
I would say it's definitely been a great 2 seasons. Being able to talk to you guys in a safe environment, safe space. I will also say, like, I had a friend subscribe to the podcast the other day, and he was looking through it. He was like, "Man, you guys got some good reviews. Have you read these?" And I was like, "Actually, no, I haven't read them." It's something I don't even think about. It's more for what we do in our camaraderie versus looking at reviews. But with that being said, if you guys haven't posted a review, please go post a review. Make it 5 stars if you want to. So strongly suggest. But yeah, man, we're gonna take a break. Come back in a little while and do it even better, hopefully. And thank you for your listening, and I would say thank you for your patronage that's coming up.
Where are the reviews? Where can you
Apple
find reviews?
Podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't do Apple. It's cool.
You
Carry
still
on.
Look it up. So end of season 2. It's been a really good season. When I tell you, like, I'm proud of these boys. Like, I watched them grow. I watched them do some awesome things in their lives. You know what I'm saying? It's good to come along here weekly and mentor these fellas and make sure that they're, doing the right things in life. I love it. Like, it lets me know that I'm doing something worthy in life.
You're lucky it's too early for
not
me to
just
start
about me,
drinking.
Man, it's the early morning show. We'll be on here another 3 hours for the night.
No, this is the dinner club. But no, when I say I appreciate the consistency, even though we skip weeks, but being able to come here and to talk to these guys and, have the conversations that we have that, aren't on regular conversations, to be honest, because a lot of the things that we do talk about, people honestly bottle up. But to be able to come here and, like everybody has said, a safe space until your friends joke on you, you know what I'm saying? I think
It's coming.
I think it's an awesome ride, man. You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
coming. But it's coming out of love, though, right? It's definitely like, hey, you can cry at the same time. Don't be
Don't be a bitch about it.
Yeah,
Let it out, but don't be a bitch about it.
Cry like a man. Cry like a man.
Hold on, but isn't
Right,
bitch
cry
a
like a man.
person? So wouldn't you
Yeah,
want to cry
absolutely.
like a bitch?
No, it's the way you said
right
it.
about
The
that.
inflection changes.
You're right
it.
about that.
Right, because it's also a female dog, but that's
No.
not what we're talking about either.
No,
it's
for
about
sure.
how you say it.
Right.
We're learning.
Like, oh, look at
We're
that cute
learning.
little bitch.
Got it.
That means we're talking about a pet, right?
Casey, don't. Just let them be wrong. Don't let's
From
not do
experience,
this. Let's
he's-
not do this. But no, I definitely appreciate the show and the season has been great. Like, I want people to go back and to really take a look at a lot of things that we've done. I think you honestly can see our growth and how not just us, but how the format of the show and how we, what I'm saying, like, because I think the first 3 shows or something like that, like, it was a slight struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would talk, don't get me wrong, but like, you could definitely tell there's growth in our production value and stuff like that. So, kudos to Dre for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, just to be able to see these young guys do what they do. But as we come to a close of season 2,
Wait, what time about JT?
yeah,
I just gotta say this because you was about to just take us out and it was about to be whack. Like, if you're gonna be the voice, you're gonna have to give these people the voice to end the season.
Right.
Because you wasn't there just now. I'm just
sounds
letting
like
you
you're
know
eating
because
pork and
this ain't how we gonna do it.
Come on, Michael Duncan.
I don't know.
Dang.
I don't know how. I don't have a normal setup, but I just,
Get out my
we,
ear.
we have done some wonderful things this season, and I really appreciate all our listeners and the fact that you have been with us, even if you're new. I think you were checking us out, and if you can, please just give a little bit more of your time, share our podcast wherever you are. Just reach out, let everyone know who we are, because we are just 4 black men who want
don't
to
cheat.
have our voices heard and make a difference. So, thank you again. Not at all. The 1520 podcast is a non-cheating organization podcast, and we will continue to do great things, but we need you to do great things with us. And so, without further ado,
Only the text line.
But absolutely, man. But no, yeah, it's been great. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 2nd season of the podcast. We're gonna take a little break. We're gonna come back, refresh a little bit, bring you some brand new things. I think next season we're gonna have a couple of special guests, especially those who pay to be special guests.
Pay to
Call
play.
it what you want. You know what I'm saying? And absolutely. And here's the thing: if you want to be on the show and you have you are trained in child psychology, or you're trained, you know what I'm saying, you got degrees in your shit, and you would still like to be a part of the show, let us know. As you know, it'd be good to hear.
Yeah, there is a guest host form on all of our link trees and all of our bios. So
absolutely,
even if you don't pay, but you have a
But
reason
just-
why you want to be on the show,
absolutely.
let us know.
We have to put it out
Yeah,
there
check it
though.
out.
You will still get clowned, even though you're an expert.
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
there are no answers. Like we're still gonna clown. Like, don't think you're gonna come and serious us out.
Come with
Like
it.
I have a degree in this. Like, well, listen, I have an opinion.
Absolutely.
I have a thought.
And your degree ain't shit.
Right. Absolutely. But we look forward to next season. Well, it's not the season. It's not
We'll
season
figure it
trade.
out
I'm
when we
gonna
get
say trade. Yeah. We'll figure it out when we get there. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
This nigga's really trying not to say his name first.
It's been
Right, you stumbled over it so much. Like,
get around it.
I'm like,
you stumbled
Dre,
over it
where's
so
the
much. Like, Jesus.
Dre? Where's
do
the
it
wrap
again.
it
Go
up
back.
message?
All right, go
Right.
back. Start over. You fucked that one up, Mr. One Take.
Boy just started rambling.
I was trying to get my name to say it would be last. It was hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. This comes to the conclusion of season 2. It's been a pleasure
Sid.
as one of your hosts.
This is Dre.
JT.
And I'm Benny.
Wait. And who is that?
Again. Thank you again.
It's Casey.
And wear your mask. I'm tired of being in this pandemic.
Absolutely.
Shit. Come on, people.
Man, for real.
Absolutely. Peace.
Y'all like